Weekly update for Friday, January 24th. Michael R. of Easton, Pennsylvania. Hi Dave, Merry Christmas. Enclosed is a Christmas present from Grace and me. Hopefully you open it before you read this. I had the idea of creating an image for a coffee mug for a while. I was going to go for a Cerebus image, but decided that maybe an Alex Raymond Stan Drake would definitely be different. The first volume should be coming out soon, right? There will be an announcement. The first people who will find out about the availability of the fundraising edition of Strange Death of Alex Raymond Volume 1 will be my long-suffering Patreon supporters, followed by a single announcement here on the weekly update. So keep watching the weekly updates so you don't miss that one. And the only one after that will be Joe Vitteri's Comic Art Show, a comic book convention devoted entirely to comic book art. But getting back to Michael's letter here, I had picked several images of Alex Raymond and Stan Drake. I whittled them down to 4 images. I asked Grace's input, and we got it down to 2. Finally, we picked this one. I went to the, let's see if we can do a closer shot here. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. There we go. I went to the online company Shutterfly. They can put an image on almost anything, and uploaded the 4 images. Just in case the one we picked wasn't suitable to actually looking good on a coffee mug. Well, I think this looks pretty good. Well, it still looked good enough for us, and we ordered 2 of them. If the coffee mug made it all the way to Kitchener without breaking, then we are in possession of the only 2 Alex Raymond and Stan Drake screaming to slow down coffee mug. We hope you like it. I definitely like it. And even Rolly, who opens my packages for me, because one of the things that the wrist is really not good at doing anymore is opening packages, left a note going, this is a pretty cool Christmas present. Since I haven't written or spoken with you in a while, I have some comments and questions. Still purchasing the episodes of Cerebus TV every week. They're still really good to watch. 2 things I look forward to in the episodes are Scrutter's interviews with the guests he chooses, and watching you trace, pencil, ink, and sometimes color still has me so mesmerized. The fact that you can do commentary on top of all of that is truly amazing. I'm glad you had the vision to record all that you did. Well worth the 88 cents Canadian laugh out loud. Yeah, thank you very much. You are still one of my 3 Cerebus TV subscribers. There's Eddie Kana, Dion T in Australia, and Michael R in Easton, Pennsylvania. And by the time the $2.72 has been whittled down by the various factions bringing them to you, I think there's about 60 cents profit there. So yeah, it's not a moneymaker, but I'm glad that all 3 of you are enjoying Cerebus TV. Number 2, I was fortunate to have outbid everyone who was bidding on the eBay auction for the Tales of Sophistication and the Iron Manticore mock-ups. I didn't win them all, but everything I won was put in one of those art portfolio sleeve binders. Both comics and postcards are in there too. I even made a design for the spine by photocopying Tales of Sophistication and the Iron Manticore logos real small to fit. I enclosed some photos to show you. Looking at the dates, and it's coming up on 2 years since I won and you personalized them. Time has been flying. Yeah, just that's one of those things. It's you're bidding on comic book mock-ups that aren't going to be published for more than a year. At that point, I was even more than a year ahead on Cerebus in Hell, and now they're a back issue. And not only they are a back issue, they aren't even a recent back issue. It's going back a couple of months. Number 3, speaking of time flying, January 12th will be 2 years since Grace and I went to Comic Book Jones in Staten Island, New York, comic store, for the filming 2 Against Nature. Have you heard any updates from Owen Klein? Yes, the project was dormant for a while, and then the decision was made to lose all of the stuff in the middle of the film where the cartoonist guy becomes a stand-up comedian, and to keep it strictly to a comic book gig. And Owen gave me a phone call saying that he wanted to pick my brain about 1980s stuff, 1980s, early 1990s stuff, and what I thought should happen in the film. And I phoned him right back, and we spent about an hour on the phone tossing ideas back and forth. So it sounds like those parts are going to be filmed, and once those parts are filmed, then 2 Against Nature is going to be a finished product. And I will try and let you know when you will be able to see your cameo in 2 Against Nature, as soon as I hear from Owen Klein. When you do go to California to promote Strange Death of Alex Raymond, and it proves to be successful, or even somewhat successful, would you consider other U.S. states? Yeah, that's really the idea behind the Death of a Comics Salesman title. It's either this trip to California is going to kill me, or if it actually proves rather exhilarating and worth doing, I'll probably keep doing it in other environments across the United States. And then it'd probably kill me at that point. Sorry, at some point you can't do this in your mid-60s. Okay, that's as far as we're going in Michael's letter this week. I hope we'll see a bunch of you back here next week for the next weekly update.